Alright guys, time to secure the formula. Let's see what's in the magic book, Oh, another magic book. These texts are pretty dense. There's like a little research library in here. Maybe the curse formula is hidden somewhere? Do one of us know what the curse formula even looks like? Big panel or something? It's a map marked with different routes. Looks like it shows the Oceania area.
Check this out.
There's a mark on one of those islands off the shore. Weird. I've never even heard of this place. Is Luis interested in this island for some reason? Wonder why. Oh, what's this? Quite the art collection it's got here. This one looks like the exterior shot of the Charadris.
Incredible.
It's not behind there. Where the hell is it? Flowers? What the hell?
Look.
The royal flowers. What other place is there? Oh, this is important because it's voiced.
It's a forbidden text, so there shouldn't even be many copies left.
That's impossible.
You think Luis is actually reading this? If so,
Well, his
it
message is
seems to be
similar,
getting
but his
the
actions
message.
do not seem to be.
Wait, in there! There's a hidden box. Yes, magic formulas! Which one has the
Yeah, so
prince's
just take the
curse?
briefcase. Just take...
Oh, forget it! We'll just take the whole box!
What are you doing here?
I'm looking for something.
Not even bothering to hide it.
Hmm? Hey, didn't you just come out of the storage room? What were you doing in there?
You're that fairy from before. Count Luis gave me permission to come and go as I please in his
I'm thinking
private
she's
quarters.
also doing some espionage
didn't
against
I
him.
hear you had a sore throat or something? They said you lost your voice, but you sound fine to me. Uh-huh. I get it now. You snuck in this room last time too, didn't you? Wow, you're a real repeat offender.
I'm really losing my touch.
Damn, Kabedon.
So, remember how I said I'd keep my eyes on you? Well, I have to say, I like what I see.
Hey, get away from him!
I don't suppose we could keep my little investigation secret. I'll keep
Well,
quiet
I mean,
about you
doesn't
too,
conflict with my goals.
now that we're accomplices.
I don't plan on ratting you out.
I do love a smart man. So, your little cohort cases the place first, leaving you to slink in once you've got the brief. Pretty sharp.
How are they
Hey,
not going to
I'm
notice
not
that the
just a
ship
little
took off
cohort.
without, like,
I have a
pre-approval?
proper name, and it's Gallica.
Gallica.
Oh? The hell?
Your name
This
is
plot?
Gallica. Wait, does this mean... So you're here for...
Are we after the same thing?
Someone's coming!
Well, well. The occupant's absent, but the door's locked. I see why the guards are in a
Should we hide the
panic.
closet?
There's no use hiding. This is quite a turn-up, isn't it? The runtime might have figured for a rat.
Oh,
but even
damn,
the
this guy
Lord's
did something
favourite
competent.
little songbird What a scandal! And when he hears it from me, maybe I'll finally get some recognition around here.
Everything's falling apart. What do we do?
I think he's gone. If he'd stayed, he could have trapped us here. Thank goodness he's as stupid as he looks. I'll take care of this. Just listen close and act.
Ah,
fast.
is she
The box you
another
found
part of
contains
the
formula to the
of
curse.
the group?
I knew it. We both know what you're here for, right?
Wait,
Take what's inside.
is she gonna join
and
the
leave.
team?
Who are you? What are you?
Let's survive now. Talk later, shall we?
She told us to run, but we can't just leave her. I say we go after her.
Your attention, everyone. Assembled comrades, let us speak of the old vulture's last grasp at power. The tournament for the throne. It hardly bears saying that the competition is a farce. It is a transparent conceit of the Sanctus Church orchestrated
yeah,
to
he's
win
speaking the truth
Ford in
here.
the throne. For all who bristle at their hubris, and indeed for the sake of the public. This hollow pageantry must be put to rights, once and for all. And it shall be done by my hand. I hereby announce my formal entry into the competition.
But my lord, Forden would surely never allow you to enter the race midstream.
Why would I care for his permission? The late king's decree was that the crown would go to whoever had won the people's trust, not whoever indulged the church's sideshow. I will enter at my leisure. Should he deny me, Forden will be rightly denounced as the coward he is, and
It's
lose
true.
the
You don't have to
nation's
play by
faith.
their rules.
Then all will know he was never the one in control. For all that we believe, and all that we have proven, we shall bring their own dogma down on their heads. All hail Lord Luis!
We got one sanctoress strung up. Now
He's entering the competition?
Even knowing it was rigged, there's still a lot he could get out of it. He's just been biding his time all along.
Luis.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
I am told we have a rat in our midst, sniffing for morsels at our esteemed colleagues' heels.
paranoid.
Wretched rat! If you stand among us tonight, you may tell your master this. I will neither run nor hide. If you think you can stop the rule of power, then come and try.
Luis will be king!
Go and see who is absent from the soiree.
Uh-oh.
On it.
They're going outside.
Not good. They're bound to check the gauntlet runner. We've got no choice but to chase and stop them.
Well, that's even more suspicious,
Oi,
right?
you bloke. Did...
Out of...
At this rate,
Well, Globel is also missing. It'd be pretty funny if
Hey,
they think he's
Del,
the
look!
he's the mole.
The Caradrius is airborne.
What? Why? You hear anything about a takeoff today? With its owner out? Impossible. The rat's behind this. You know what's been on my mind? I want to know who took out Zorba. Wouldn't catch me dead sharing drinks with him, but he weren't some half-wit. If it was the Cathedral Guards, they had help.
Think the rat nipped him too?
Lord Luis has plenty of new friends hanging about. I wouldn't be surprised if some think they're clever. And me, I'd start with those stooges. who
Ah,
cast
they're
all
very
their magic
suspicious.
without igniters.
Whoa, Del, eyes up. It's coming down.
Secure the perimeter. Anyone so much as blows the
Oh,
orders to kill on sight.
It'd be very funny if
Whoa,
Globel just
Del.
gets it. They're gonna attack him and then like.
This is no good. Hurry! Huh? Ready?
We're gonna have to fight the brothers.
Was that?
No! I told you to run.
Behave now. I'd hate to stick you through that precious throat of yours. You know, I didn't expect you to actually bother to come. The songbird baited the trap nicely after all. I suppose that settles it. The rats were working together. Must be quite a story behind this. But more importantly, time and time again, you dragged my name through the mud.
Bro, do you forget I helped you out that first time?
Oh, I'm going to make this hurt. Hector, come.
Whoa, he transforms. We have to do a one-on-one fight.
Hector? Wait, that's your dog? You mean he transformed at your command?
That animal's been corrupted by melancholia, and still you tamed it. Gladel, why did you hide such an amazing talent? Isn't taking hostages a bit beneath
Trying to
you?
flatter him?
What? Don't you dare patronize me. You think I don't realize it? I'm not strong, I'm no towering Basant war hero. All I've got is my wits, damn you! How could I win a rigged game but through foul play?
Foul play?
And now, I'll wipe those arrogant smiles off their faces.
Oh,
I should be the
alright,
man
yeah.
being
Definitely
served and
seems like a
worshipped.
mentally stable
Me,
dude that you
no
should have
one
on your
else.
team. Yep, total
And
asset.
yet every time, I watch them surpass me in
Oh, he
everything
really
I
doesn't
did.
care much.
That bastard Luis included.
Doesn't really care much for Luis either, which is interesting.
There's been thorn after bloody thorn in my side, but that all ends today. I'll offer you up
Dude's
on a silver
delusional.
platter, and one day, the world will know me as its rightful ruler.
Oh my, you're pathetic.
I told you to shut your damned mouth. Go, Hector!
We're doing a one-on-one fight?
Don't move. That goes for you too, fairy. Unless you'd rather see her pretty little neck bleed.
What do we do? Right now, all we can do is make
You
it.
just
If we're
defending?
not careful about this, Juna might.
Spectacular! A fitting end for a pack of rats. Get them, Hector!
Oh, are the Dog Brothers gonna step in?
No. Isn't there anything we can do?
Oh, you just... They don't even let you defend.
You like that? Who's your king now? I am!
You let your dog do your fighting. You're such a disgrace. He has no pets here. So what's the matter? Are you too scared to fight him alone?
A duel? Have it your way. Come then, we'll do this right. I am Gladel, and you will kneel before me as your king.
Oh,
So,
okay.
who are you?
Honestly,
to me?
getting rid of this guy is doing Luis a
One who
favor.
would save this country.
Well, that worked better than I expected.
This is bad. That guy is near the top of the candidate rankings. That means the royal
Huh?
magic will make him
Wait, is he that high up?
You have the right. of
My
it.
ranking's pretty
You
high.
fell
Come
for
on, I
it.
should protect you.
She brought you straight to me. Now I have you, and I'll ensure your suffering is long and painful. But see reason. Juna, if you take my side, I might be persuaded to spare you. Am I not worthy of your affection? I'm more of a man than that
Gross.
bastard Luis could ever be.
Over my dead body! I am Juana's sickness. I am no one's trinket. My life is my own to protect, and I will accept nothing less.
Oh?
What? It worked?
Well, you're not invincible.
Damn you! What's going on here?
Let me help. Your powers have intrigued me from the start.
Is he not high enough?
You call it an archetype, right?
What?
I thought as much. Surprising, though.
Are the two sisters working
Written off as a
together,
myth.
or
Not even my sister got close. Still, now that I've seen their power a few times, maybe I
she's
can
got the
do it
Sharingan?
myself.
She knows.
Very well. O Lodestar, who
Wanders in sorrow. Oh, sad backstory time.
Traveler who hath borne the weight
Way to
of
parting
parting
from the start. Did she leave her family or something?
Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities become thy light. Thou art the brilliant star that shall illuminate the King's Road. Now, awaken.
Look at me! What you see now is my commitment to my song!
Oh, she transformed. Her hair changed.
Behold, my voice rises from the depths of my heart!
What is her archetype? I mean, the songstress? What would it be? The bard? I mean, that's what it would be in Final Fantasy, but...
How does she have the same power? She's just a damn singer!
Never underestimate a singer! Every song is a burden, the weight of a lifetime. I have sung 1,000 songs. I've known their power my whole life. Whereas all you've ever been is a lackey. My music is lost on you. Listen and learn!
Do it! Chew them up! Tear them limb from bloody limb!
Oh, still sending her Doge? Okay.
I see. So this is the power of an archetype. All it takes is a change of mask, and I can be whatever I want. Poetic, really, especially for me. That's just as well. You can lend me your strength too.
This isn't the kind of thing you can just imitate. You know about this power?
Not much. It's been a while. Now, I hope you've had your fun, because you're about to pay for it in full.
Shut up! Just shut up! I'll crush you with my own hands! A duel, then. You can die together.
Masked Dancer archetype. Along with its own skills, the Masked Dancer can equip different masks to use addition. Oh, this is what those masks we found are for. The item. The Seeker's mask is currently equipped. To obtain new masks, visit special experiments in academia.
Fine. He wants a brutal fight, and he's about to get one. Let's give him hell.
Fire? Is it? I don't know. Art of Dance.
Raging fire!
I will fight with pride. Wizard! Ice!
Mage Shield.
Now, Hector!
Defense Rose.
This is just what I need! Burn!
Alright, doesn't resist that either.
Roar!
Maybe it just has no elemental.
Take this!
Mage Float.
Masked dancer! Howling wind!
Oh, weak against wind. Okay.
Lightning!
Why are you so mad about the
Don't
trader thing?
underestimate- Masked dancer!
You're not even really working for me.
You're
I won't hold back!
nothing!
Roar!
Stay strong, Hector!
Healing?
Watch me! Gale!
hit their weakness. Don't let up now, Juna.
Lightning!
This is just what I need!
I won't hold back! Roar! A tough one.
Alright, getting ground down.
Stay strong, Hector!
Watch me! Howling wind!
Don't hit their weakness.
Let's go.
Don't let up now, Juna.
Lightning!
Rightful king!
Ah, okay. The fight ends. No?
Help me!
Magician White Mask.
I give. Please. I'll not say a word.
Oh
about you
well,
sneaking in.
we going for begging for mercy.
Just
already.
spare my life, I beg you.
What do we do? If we let him run off, he's obviously going to rat us out.
But killing him would give us a lot to explain. Maybe we should work out some kind of deal.
Idiots! It's the oldest trick in the book!
Oh, I have the protection. Wait, so why didn't it activate the whole time?
Why? What's happening? No. I'm the future king. I can't. I can't breathe.
Well, wait a second. Are
Why?
you're just like theoretically invincible now?
Is he dead? So the magic protected us. But why now?
What the hell?
Dead? You lot kill him.
No! He's the one who attacked us! And then the king's magic did all that to him!
That the truth of it?
Oh, he snuck into Count Luis's private quarters. Must have
Your
gotten in
throat
with
is
all the
supposed to be
confusion at
messed
takeoff,
up.
I
Don't speak
suppose.
with your normal
Right.
voice.
And why did the bloody thing take off like that? We could hardly believe our eyes.
Oh my god, keep your story straight.
Oh,
lady.
well, you know me and my indulgences, boys. Perhaps I got a bit carried away,
Are we-
but we're in
What's happening?
Brimhaven. I simply had to see the night view over the city.
You having a laugh?
We just
Anyway,
doing a little.
Then Gladel went from
Charm?
crass to violent. That's when he stepped into
Why was he here?
Right.
Just story.
Yes. That was a close one.
Totally. Close call.
Crikey, Lady Juna, I'm sorry. Sounds like
I
you've had a right
cannot
awful
believe
evening.
they're buying the story.
Hold on. You were supposed to be at the soiree, weren't you? That's a lot of ground to cover, isn't it?
Why? One would think you don't believe us, Fidelio. I'm wounded. You truly doubt me.
Well, no, just...
Suppose that means the rats.
Oh my god, we're just gonna push it all on him.
Lord Louis said we got a traitor in our midst, is all. We came by thinking to catch him.
Is that so? Well, hadn't you better report back? Shall we make what we can
I
of
mean,
this party together?
When you're
Your
supposed to be
throat's
like
all better
elite.
then, Lady
Yeah,
Juna.
exactly.
Mine.
Once again,
Ah, yes. Much better.
I
He-
die.
He,
If you'd come a bit earlier, I might have asked you to do it.
Really? Hardly matters to me.
Anyway, I'd say this bears reporting. Let's leave the guards to their
It
cleanup
really
and
cuts
get
down
out
on
of
the
here.
oh yeah, we're the elite, super smart guys, super competent dudes, and then they fall for this story.
Yeesh, looks could kill.
Well, if he attacks you right now, it
Scary.
doesn't even matter because the king's magic is protecting you.
So Gladel was our rat.
Afraid
The two of them were the only ones who'd left them.
Or it could have been the other.
Yeah,
Two, right?
he's not an
They
idiot.
can't speak after all, and we've no other witnesses to the scene.
Now hold on.
Gladel was a right prolific candidate. We know the king's magic protected him. Their story goes that he attacked
Did
them
you
and
manage to
got
push him out
petrified
of
to
the
death
running?
for it.
What happened?
If that's true, the boy'd have to have the stand-in for it.
That fact is no longer in question. I received a report a short while ago. They say your face has emerged on the King's Rock. It appears your stunt with the
I guess you going up pushed him downward.
Hey, good for you, pup.
And that's how the magic got to Gladel.
Well, it means you were never actually in any danger.
Right. What was he after?
Yeah, who knows?
Wonder if he was on old Forden's payroll.
Nah. He'd been at that monk Godot's neck since the race had barely started.
Maybe it's
Tried
like
to
an
snuff him out from the
internal
wilds, too. Not anywhere he'd have
sanctism
an audience.
battle.
No matter. Forden has been kind enough to whip the people into a frenzy over this race. I'll step in and reap what he so graciously sowed. From here on, you will serve as my eyes and ears.
Understood.
Let us see what scheme Forden devises for the next task. Until then,
That is a
you may
huge
take
ass
your ease
igniter,
and-
but he's supposed to be a master mage, so well, it's cool design.
Oh, and with Gladel out with the...
Are you serious?
Is it so strange? He does have his own gauntlet runner. In fact, I'd better go make sure it's up to my standards.
let her do as she pleases.
I think he's kind of suspicious.
What's wrong, Del? Looking a bit green around the gills.
Gladel was an ambitious man, yeah, but is that enough to justify him looting Count Luis's personal quarters? What was in it for him?
Did we take the thing? Did we take the
Hurry.
briefcase? Oh, I actually might have lost the bet because of now. I went too high.
Sorry for barging in. A bit late for introductions, I expect. What? You haven't told them about me yet?
I can't tell them what you haven't told me.
Uh-oh, hold on.
So, can I assume that you are one of us? That is,
I think you and I were after this
Don't tell me.
Grius.
Oh, she's a member of the
I'm
organization.
sorry. They kept the finer details confidential, but I understand the objective well enough. The curse on His Highness the Prince can't be lifted by conventional methods. So we either kill the caster or get the formula.
I see. So you and Grius were the two prongs of the operation. You get the formula, he hunts the
Keeping her
caster.
out of the loop
Ever
really
since the
messed
King's
up. We
magic
could have
made it
coordinated and
impossible
just
to kill
gotten the
Louise,
formula.
I've been ready to meet up with a new contact. I just wasn't expecting one so young. If I hadn't learnt the fairy messenger's name was Gallica, I'd never have realized it was you.
I'm pretty shocked myself. I never figured the big famous songstress would be on our
Oh
side.
yeah, Hulkenberg's a big fan of you.
And I thought you and Luis were...
His lady love. God, no. I wouldn't be caught dead in that madman's quarters unless it was to rob him blind. No. Luis keeps me close because he likes my voice. That's all. He made the lines of that relationship quite clear, with no room for messier entanglements.
I think that clears up your place here. But I have to say, you're risking a lot for a side job. Why go to these lengths when you've so much to lose?
At first, it was just coincidence. I tend to find myself in honored company, and I happened to be around where a resistance operative was doing a spot of recon.
So, in sooth, you were strong-armed into this?
What? No. Quite the other. I requested to join. When fate beckons, one can't just turn her away. A singer's whole self is built off all she experiences.
This is for more
This seemed like
songs?
a chance
That's
for a
even like
once
more
in a
unbelievable.
lifetime inspiration for my art. And nobody else had a plausible way or reason to get close to Luis. So, you could say our interests aligned.
All that just so you could grow as a singer. You really are devoted. And
No, I'm sure she has a
fearless
sad
to boot.
backstory. We're gonna
I
find out
know what
later.
I put my life on the line for, that's all. You all have something like that, don't you? A devotion that anyone else might see as foolish.
Ha! The girl's bold as brass. No wonder she's got all the crown's subjects by the heartstrings, eh?
Well, half of it might be because of my birth. A Nydia girl's got to be bold to step out into this world at all. Though it's hard for most people to understand why. Singing is everything to me. To truly stir even a single soul, I'd take that over 1,000 of the church's accolades. Well, anyhow, that's what's going on with me. I'll stick close to Luis for now so he doesn't start suspecting anything. Any objections? Captain?
We'll be counting on you.
I knew you were the sort of man who knows what to say. Glad to meet you as a proper comrade. Gets your heart going, doesn't it?
Juna, the kingdom's premier songstress, has become your ally. Let's see what about those masks.
Well, didn't see that coming. But I guess we've got another ally now. Our journey looked pretty precarious at first, but
So
it's
did
gone
we not take the
surprisingly
briefcase
smoothly.
with us?
I'll do my best to help too.
I can sense Galago's strong determination and resolve. More mage power, please.
Gotta get back on track.
Ah, just saving more mag. Don't care about that.
Anyway, welcome aboard, Juna. Oh, right. Let's
Oh, okay,
decipher
we
the
did get it.
formula we
Okay,
found.
good. You guys didn't forget.
Hopefully we can finally break the curse.
Do we even know anyone who can read the blasted thing? I love a good blueprint, but this formula leaves me a tad glazed, what?
Actually, Grace's notebook mentioned a Rella in the margins. Seems like he had it in mind to bring it to her.
Rella, the girl they call the Saint?
Saint Rella. Indeed, she would be the most qualified. After the attack on
Well,
His
it
Highness,
is her
we sent for the
sister,
kingdom's best
Juna's
healer.
sister.
It was she who answered our summons, and she who saved His Highness from certain
Or is
death.
that not the one?
Hold
Somebody
on.
else.
The best healer in the kingdom. That attack was over 10 years ago. That so-called saint looked about my age.
Rella was a
Oh,
prodigal
okay, no, it
talent.
is her sister.
One of the most gifted at the Mage Academy. Even as a child, she outclassed her teachers with an igniter.
Wait, you know her?
I'm afraid she's a bit out of our reach now, though. She left a while ago to return to her work at the Royal...
I have a
Days.
teleporter.
Well, a trip to the royal capital would hardly put us out. We'll just pip over with a bit of magic. No, really, it's dashed convenient.
There are some conditions, but we could travel instantly to a few specific places.
Well, no sense waiting. Let's be off. Right. All yours.
We really should teleport into a place and make sure nobody notices, because it's pretty crazy. Somebody just sees a gauntlet runner materialize. Yeah, we'll just do it right into the city. Never mind.
We're at the Royal Capital! Wait, how did you do that?
Don't shout in the streets, would you?
How can I not? Do you know how incredible this is? What are you people?
Hey, look.
Oh,
Isn't that
great.
the
Now we
seamstress?
stand out even more.
It is! It's the Lady Juna! Oh, I've always wanted to shake her hand. Oh, hell.
The price of fame. If word gets out that you were seen here, it'll be hard to
Yeah, okay,
explain
you
yourself
need
later
some
on.
disguise.
Rella works at the church on Main Street. I'll lead the way.
You know your way around, eh?
Wait, this Rella's a world-class healer, and she's working as a local doctor.
Is that uncommon?
Igniters are not known for their use in healing. Indeed, 'tis a virtually impossible feat, often reserved for the nobility. I'd have expected Saint Rella to serve the court only.
If she turned down that prestige in the name of helping the common folk, then I suppose she really has earned her saintly titles.
Come on, let's hurry on.
Yeah, you should at least
What
like
do you
cover the
make
hair
of
or
all this,
something, and it
Captain?
makes it stand out.
If we ask her to decipher the curse, we risk exposing our identities and our aims. Do you trust her?
Let's meet her first.
A fair thought. We need not be so reluctant.
If you say so, then let's get on.
New Hades 2 update? Oh boy, too many things coming out. Okay, hold on.
What now?
Now,
What am I gonna do?
great. Oh, this is the church.
Let's go.
A racist church. We've been here a couple of times.
Terribly sorry. Putting some elixirs away. Be with you in a moment. Hello. How can I help you? Juna,
Long time no see. Sorry for all of us storming the place.
And you're the one who was at the exhibition.
Right. Now that you all know each other's names, Rella is my older sister. Adopted sister, that is.
Oh, okay, they're not
Her
related.
family
Yeah, I was
took
like,
me
wait,
in.
they're different
Though
races.
Don't spread it around. The public doesn't know, and we don't know who tried to exploit it.
It's been forever, Juna. I'm so sorry. I really was planning to meet you after the opening ceremony.
I understand. You were attending to Sanctifex Forden until Brylehaven.
She doesn't really have any political
Such
instincts.
deft social climbing even puts father's efforts to shame, eh?
Ugh, social climbing. Glad to make your acquaintance. I am Rella Cygnus. I'm a healer. But somehow,
That's actually exactly
I
why we're
doubt
here.
That's why you're here.
Actually, there's something we'd like you to look at.
Where did you get this?
I know it's asking a lot, but could you share anything you know? Without
you're
asking too many questions.
related to her by adoption.
I've seen something like this before. I'd never forget. Objectively speaking, the magic involved is a direct inversion of a healing spell. Popularly known as a curse.
I suppose that stands to reason.
Pardon the late introduction. I am Hulkenberg, a Knight of the Crown. As you may have guessed, that is the formula to the curse that slew His Royal Highness, the Prince.
Hold on.
The death of His Highness was a tragedy. When I...
Then surely the man who penned this was Luis.
Look, what happened at the exhibition?
The Lady Joanna's penitence was sincere. To hear her, I thought it must be so. It was Forden who chose such a terrible punishment.
I mean, look, man,
That's what scared me.
I don't disagree with it. Like, you know, how many
I'm a
people
bit
did she get
relieved.
killed?
I heard rumors Luis had swept you off your feet and you'd been hanging on his arm since. I worried for you so, Juna. I see now I needn't have given it a second thought.
Of course. I am Juani Cygnus, and my life is...
Yes, your life is your own, I know. Just make sure you're not causing trouble for everyone else. I suppose this is another dramatic and risky gesture? Like when you ran away from home in a frenzy of passion, declaring you'd take the stage or die trying.
No! Well, sort of. Maybe, yes, but... Oh, you didn't have to put it like that.
I've looked over the formula. From what I can tell...
Okay, the
this
magic
spell's
source.
effects
How do we get
are
rid of the magic source?
enduring. As long as the magic source continues to exist, the effect shall never fade. The trouble is, while most curses simply consume the magic released in the moment's casting, this one is designed
whoa,
to
he's like the
perpetually
battery
draw
for it.
on the magic of the caster.
So as long as Luis lives, it doesn't matter where his victims run and hide.
Can he feel it? I mean, he's
Sounds
constantly
just
getting
like
his
him,
magic drained, so he
but
must
I'm
know,
afraid even
right,
if
that the
His
curse
Highness
hasn't
still
run out.
lived, I don't think anyone could have broken the curse using this. This formula isn't complete. It's a mere outline, clearly jotted from memory. I couldn't tell you how
Did
to
someone
lift the
else
curse
give
from this
Luis the
alone.
curse?
What? Then I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help.
No, you've done plenty. Especially since we're the ones who
That
sprang
brings
this
up
on you.
some questions.
Pardon me, young man. May I say one last thing? You're a friend of hers, aren't you? Please, keep Juna safe.
Of course. I'll do what I can.
Will Rella
Thank
be
you.
a social link?
She can be reckless sometimes. I'll be here for the foreseeable future. Any friend of Juna is welcome here, so stop by any time you like.
The curse is impossible to break?
Why would the guy who cast the spell have an incomplete
Did I miss
version
a
of it?
funeral? I've never seen you lot
There
so
must be
gloomy.
someone else.
What do we do now?
The only way left is to take down Luis himself.
The impossibility of that is precisely what led us here, Stroll.
Well, no, once again,
And now,
the king's protection magic only lasts until a new king
Plenty of
gets
assassins have come for Luis.
gets crowned. So
But
hey,
the
you
king's
just have to
magic
take the
works
crown,
every time.
and then
They all died frozen in agony.
Even if we could fight him properly, do we stand a chance? demands
Well,
an
I guess you just have to get
unparalleled
stronger
master
than
of
him.
both martial and magic
So yeah,
arts.
just become the king,
This
get stronger
might
to
be the
lose, and
end.
then after the contest ends, finish him
Still,
off.
we have to stop Luis, no matter what. The royal magic's not an absolute shield. It cost Gladel his life.
So wait, what happens
We've
if
just
two
got to maintain
candidates
the
try to
trust
fight
we've
each
earned from
other?
Luis.
The magic can't
Eventually,
protect
we'll get our
both of them.
chance.
For now, he told us to wait until the race's next task is announced.
Then we'll have to do just that.
I'm pooped from all this brainstorming. I could use a break in the gauntlet runner.
To take June out in public, we might attract a crowd. We can't risk Luis catching on what we're doing in the royal capital. Okay.
Well, I must say I'm impressed. You have enough beds to accommodate this many people.
Yes, as much as they grumble about cramped quarters.
Apologies. 'Tis hardly accommodation worthy
Oh yeah,
of a diva.
Hulkenberg, huge fangirl.
And I confess the ride itself is often jarring.
At the very least, I'll be happy with a bath. You have a room for that, I trust?
Right this way, milady.
I should look up.
No point getting reckless now.
Oh,
Let's think about this
plot
more
stuff
tomorrow.
is still going.
By the way, what have you been doing all this time, Nurse?
Thinking, mostly. Been having a good old ponder ever since
Let's
I
get
saw
that
Luis,
airship,
this
man.
Skyrunner in the air. Always been my dream to fly on wings, you see. Not with any of this magic.
Levitation doesn't
levitating.
count.
Then in you come with this teleportation. Made me start wondering if there was any valid point at all to my flight theory, what? A long while back, I did a flight experiment to prove my theory was sound.
It's true.
Sounds
Why do we need
spectacularly
flight
though.
if we could just teleport?
Not with any of this, oh boy. My flight theory's complete. Principles are sound and tested.
We need
All that's left are the practicals, eh?
We're gonna
Incorporating
need,
it into
like-
the gauntlet runner. But ever since that accident, I suppose
Okay.
I've been afraid to move forward with it. Afraid of failure. You and the rest of our merry band are risking your very lives for the prince. Here I sit moping, eh?
Well, you know,
The
we're
way I
helping
see
you get those relics
Your
too. I'm sure that'll do
teleportation
something.
can only take us places we've been. If we want to see new horizons, we'll need to take to the skies. It'll take time, no doubt, but I'll put my very soul into it. No shortcuts. And when I fly, I'll do it my way.
You can change or add members to your party from the party option. Okay. Reserve members gain less XP. Well, not when you have their social link high enough. They gain the same amount of XP, I mean. Alright, well, now that I have Hulkenberg and Stroll. Oops, no. Yeah, okay. Oh, no. Make it like this. So apparently when you master archetype, that also when you master an archetype, it gives you permanent stat boost.
Damn it! Yeah.
Alright, I guess you just go to sleep. Oh, wow. Yo, like a little bunk. This looks very claustrophobic, man.
Good night.
Gonna go to academia to meet up with more. How we doing? Ah, we're reading from the book again.
Oh, good. You're still awake. What's the matter?
Can't sleep.
Well, that is rather the
Grab
problem.
some water.
I'm wide awake. Once we're back tomorrow, I'll sneak the formula back into
You got a
Luis'
Xerox? We
Even
can
if he suspected us, he'd never work out that we got to the capital and showed it to Rella
we make
in
a copy?
single night. He won't find
in
out
case
about
we
our
need it
mission.
again. probably Juno returning Magla keys. Oh, I can't believe it just blows over and he doesn't, and Luis doesn't suspect. Ugh.
You know, I'm a bit surprised.
I thought I was fine doing all that infiltration at Luis's place. Turns out I wasn't. Finally having others who know the truth, and having gotten to see my sister. I didn't realize how exhausted I am, and you personally saved me from danger back there. I'm terribly grateful to you. You're lucky, really. I'll have you know I'm rarely this candid. That's the forbidden text you mentioned in Luis's room, is it? I've seen him reading it from time to time. What's it like? Can I read a bit of it? The prevailing culture of the world is one of freedom in all things. No faith, fealty, or philosophy enforces ideology. All are free to create, and all are free to embrace those creations. This culture's influence spreads throughout the world. It is even said that a song of peace was powerful enough to bring an end to war. Oh, how inspiring. It's hard to imagine that a single song could be so influential. I wonder what the world would be like if a song really could reach all people's hearts. No matter their status or tribe. We Nydia, we're all liars, you know. Everyone told us we were inherently
Alonso is also a
worthless.
Nydia.
Just a fact of our birth. So I learned some glamours to make myself at least look valuable. This form. It's all just a fancy disguise, really. A gilded mask for the world to admire. Or not. No, do forgive me. That was all lies, lies, lies. I don't think it's necessarily a good idea to reveal yourself entirely, but you should always have the freedom to. If these new powers are to give form to my ideals, I want to create a world where we can appreciate each other's freedom. I'll make sure everyone hears that in my songs. No matter what happens.
Picking up.
Time marches on.
No
and the
visit
age
to
of the new
academia.
king draws nearer.
Interesting. Okay, well, we're gonna get a little.
Prepare to hear the race's next challenge. Let's find out where our fierce competitors are.
Oh, we got to
now.
travel for a bit.
To recap, the 20 candidates with the current highest approval on the King's Rock will be the only ones.
How would you even? Is there a list of names? How do you even tell what the 20
will
is?
Be disqualified. I'd say the results of the exhibition are sure to have spread by now. Let's have a look at the standings, shall we? In first place, the undisputed winner, bane of sea monsters and savior of the people, our very own Sanctipex Pardon! And the traitor Luis in second, despite not actually being in the race. But in third, we have the
The Sanctus have the first and third place.
Furthermore,
but I mean, only one can win,
In
right?
the end, everyone but Luis is just representing the Sanctus Church.
What's your point? I dare say that's a relief. We'll finally
Yeah,
be
what if
done with all
normalcy
this
was bad?
chaos.
Normalcy is what got you into your current situation.
Normalcy. Funny how it's only the rich who miss how things used to be. But now Count Luis has the people behind him. He'll save the common man.
yes, we're all keeping our ears out for a response from Luis's faction. But we do have one standout who's seen a stunning jump to the exhibition.
Number 20,
the
right?
lad responsible for exposing the sins of the Sanctoress Joanna. Valiant human slayer. Yes, it's the young Elder.
Right. Wasn't expecting that one. Nameless to famous in a single night. Just
Oh, I
like
think it
that,
automatically
he's in the
advances
top
you to
20.
top 20 then.
Oi, crier man, where's the windbag? The one what acts
Oh, about that dude,
over the tiny human head.
Who? Oh, right, that Gladell or
Well,
something. No sign of him.
get wrecked,
Only saw
buddy.
the writing on the wall and dropped out.
So it really was all talk then? The disgrace to the Rusum, hiding his inadequacy behind Luis's authority.
But the boy candidate isn't the only one in the spotlight. We've
Oh,
a
Katharina's
rising
still in.
star by the name of Katharina.
I thought she was gonna drop out.
Some big ideas, that girl. I hear she plans to put a price on every wealthy head if she takes the throne.
And what's wrong with that? If they're sitting on most of the kingdom's money, they can afford to hire a little extra security every day. Let them sweat it out.
Now here's a surprise. We've got a Mustari
Ah, it is
candidate
that guy
still
still in
the
there.
running.
The guy
And
from the
my
island.
sources say they hail
The
from,
Mustari chief or
well,
whatever.
well, Virga Island.
A pagan island, eh? But they're filthy barbarians. Besides, nobody could compare to Lord Milo.
The final roundup's actually looking pretty diverse. We're just about ready to announce the next leg of the race.
Everyone's gathered.
And that's the bell. Thank you for waiting, ladies and first of
Holy,
all,
it's a rook helmet.
congratulations to the 20 who have won their places on the King's Rock. You are now
I can't believe freaking Milo is there,
round.
like
Let's
his nonsensical platform.
No sign of Luis. Even if he does plan to take over, suppose he's still not eager to play by their rules.
I haven't seen Juno this morning either.
I heard some nobles say she had a job suddenly come up. Better that the audience doesn't see her with us, anyway.
Now, at long last, we are ready to announce their next challenge. Recovering and offering a divine relic!
What? A relic?
Don't worry, we're happy to explain.
The Mustari have
everything.
the relics,
You'll
right?
not want to forget this.
So
So, we've arranged for you to hear it from an unforgettable voice. To tell us more, please welcome to the stage
got her here.
our guide, our songstress, the lovely Lady Juna!
Her sudden obligation revealed, I suppose.
Chosen heroes, your next destination is Altaberry Heights.
we need to go
the
to
capital
next
of the
location.
Principality of Montario. You are to gather there by the deadline, with a divine relic in hand to offer the Sanctus Church. Tragically, there are still heathens in this
alright.
land who
Get
choose
the
to
get the
reject
discrimination up.
sanctism. They care nothing for salvation.
Hitler particles
They
rising.
cling to strange idols, calling them divine relics, believing them gifts from their eldritch gods.
The Mustari are,
Rituals are
I mean, I'm sure they have some
unstable, and
relics.
their relics just primitive magic tool. It is time we put an end to this misguided witchery. Take these relics from the pagan's grasp and bring their place of sanctism, Altaberry Heights, in Montario. Please deliver them to their rightful place in God's hands. May all our aspiring heroes be blessed with good
Wait,
fortune.
one of
and
them
the
is a
favor of
pagan.
God.
How he's gonna take his own relic and give it now? Will he just drop out? I mean, I guess it's easy for him to procure a relic, but
What a real presence before a crowd, doesn't she? Positively plucks at your heart.
Focus, Iceland, focus.
By the deadline of the second round,
Montario
will
Saints
begin
Day.
the festivities for the autumnal Montario Saints Day. This two-day event kicks off on Saints Day Eve, with the main celebrations on the day proper. And this year's event will be historic. His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden, will be personally sealing the collection.
well, there's a moral dilemma here. You're not gonna like pillage people's
celebrate,
relics
the
to give to this guy.
songstress Juno will be dedicating a ceremonial song. You won't want to miss this, folks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on my mark, let the second round of the tournament for the throne begin!
This thing also doesn't favor Louis because he's against sanctism in general. So having him bow to sanctism would be bad for his reputation. So I don't know.
They're unabashedly ordering them to steal relics from pagan land now. That's plunder. They would steal our very culture.
That candidate's a Mustari. Small wonder he's so aghast. Forden's stooping to a new low.
What do you mean?
By and large, the Mustari are a pagan people. Their relics are cultural touchstones, vital to their hearts and faiths. And Forden's just ordered us to loot them as we please.
But in our case, we won't even know what we're doing until Luis gives the order.
Either way, we're bound for Altabury. It's further east. We've a long trip ahead of us.
Oh, my shoulder hurts. I don't care if it's the Crown Theocracy. You'd think they'd ask me a little sooner than the morning of.
Still managed to put on a hell of a show for him. Lady Juna, Count Luis has sent for you. And you lot too, I suppose.
Looks like our first job's come in.
These men have
Playing
me
both
running all over.
sides. Alright, what's his plan? Is he gonna get around?
Back, Lord Luis.
Funny, isn't it? Since the Gladel incident, you've been inseparable from this gang.
Well, one has to keep one's chauffeur in line, don't you think?
Hey, heard you got a gig at the Sanctus Festival? Good on ya!
Thanks. Though I don't know if it's worth celebrating. Seems to me it's to keep Lord Luis in check. Putting me on stage the whole time might keep you from crashing their Saints' Day party.
And if we try anything, they'll use it as an excuse to blacklist you. Just the kind of shite you'd expect from those Sanctist stooges.
You need fear nothing. It is Forden who now stews in his dread. That he seeks the divine relics is common knowledge. But who would simply give up an idol on par with a god's reverence? He has all but commanded that we take it by force. The king's magic ruined his schemes. You humiliated him in the public eye. And in one desperate final grasp for authority, the fool has placed his fate in my hands. Forden's game will soon end. Let us at least give him the finale he deserves.
What do you mean,
What? Do you need to hear it repeated?
How do you get around the magic?
And what of the king's magic?
You'll see soon enough. For now,
I guess they couldn't make the king's magic impenetrable because now that you're in the top rankings, you're protected by it too.
On my behalf. The artifact in question is a lance known as Dracodius.
Dracodios. The Draco implies something to do with dragons, I presume?
Suffice to say, the lore behind this particular relic intrigues me. You will acquire
Something
it
we can
in
use?
time for Saints' Day, and bring it to me.
Pretty high stakes, my lord. You sure you want this
Dragon
crop of
Lance?
novices on the job?
I read like
assured,
one
other
Dragonlance
agents have
book.
their own
It
relics
was very
outside
popular
the
when I was
student.
younger. I don't know if they still write
No
them.
urgent
Do
need
they?
for this lance, nor for them, should they fail.
I'll go along and keep an eye on them, shall I? You can bet that if they try and run off with the relic, I'll put a stop to it.
You certainly are attached to them.
Well, it's their first formal assignment in your service, after all. I can be your eyes and ears.
So be it then. You may act accordingly.
So, my lord, where can we find this fancy lance?
Find your clues elsewhere. You have nothing further from me.
Wow,
Prove you
okay.
think as well as you fight.
You guys figure that shit out.
May we both find success in the pursuit of our shared vision.
We don't actually know. No, where's the gambler guy? We should go
Well met, eh?
collect.
Wonderful.
All right then.
Oh, you can't teleport right now.
Oh, fine.
Wonderful.
You are.
It's a pagan crypt. Go ask one of them.
Then...
Oh.
Hmm.
We're gonna go to the tavern.
Wonderful.
So foolish, it...
Hey there!
Just can't stand it. What's it all got to do with us anyway?
Say there.
Wonderful.
This guy's still here.
That's the one from the exhibition. Wonderful. What am I gonna do? Grand, innit?
Dear me! Wait a sec!
What do you think you're playing at?
Let's see.
They want us to go to the. Oh, okay. Well, there is. They're like, go to a tavern.
What am I gonna do? Eh?
Aha!
Wonderful. I'm just.
Hey, I bet your pop.
I'm just.
Hey, listen.
Incredulous.
Huh?
Oh, it's probably the leader.
Okay, so
All right then. Go.
Young man.
Oh, come off it.
Wonderful. Got a minute?
Oh, does he only show up at night? That dude might only show up at night.
With that, now what am I to do? How did I wind up here? Well,
here it is.
eh?
I can't believe this. He would have them all take what they please. This same atrocity all over again. Damn him.
We
And
can
damn his
convince
crown
him that
theocracy.
giving me the lance will do good things for the
He's
Mistari.
in quite a state. Though I can hardly blame him, with everyone ordered to ransack his homeland. For now, how to approach him?
Why don't we team up?
What? Really? The enemy of my enemy is my friend? Nah, I'll pass, thanks. I don't know much about divine relics, but I know all too well what it's like to see your homeland threatened. The divine relics are symbols of our faith. More than that, they are the soul of our culture. Our
This is
history.
kind of idol worship,
Followers
though.
of the old native beliefs worship idols that are known to conduct magic, which they call divine relics. But unlike the igniters of modern times, they are primitive in make and function, and often dangerous. So said my studies, at least.
Oh, far from it. Divine relics aren't primitive in the least. That's just Sanctus propaganda. Really, it's the opposite. Most of these relics are powerful beyond
Okay,
belief.
so they want
and
us to get
igniters
out
are
of
just
materia
our
from them.
crude imitations of them. If you'd ever seen one yourself, you'd know the difference. They don't call them divine for nothing. With powers like that, they might as well have come from the gods.
You're that songstress. Didn't expect to hear all this from you, after what you said for the crowd.
Well, a job's a job. But as I'm sure you're aware, pagans aren't the only ones oppressed by the church.
You really are well informed. And it sounds like you know something of oppression. Did you perhaps come from the Mage Academy?
Details, darling. I've seen abuse of powers before, and I'd rather not see it again.
The other candidates seem bent on taking relics by any means necessary. But you all seem different. To be fair, we are looking for one. The only relic we know by name right now is Draco Dios. The Lance of the Dragon God. So that's why you came up to me. I suppose anyone would want our homeland's
Oh,
greatest
what does it do?
treasure.
Call the dragon?
The Lance is no secret we're trying to hide. Truly, I hope mainlanders come by the scores to see it. Our village is on an island in the World Tree's embrace, where the Dragon God sleeps. On a clear day, you can see it from this land.
An island across the ocean. You mean Virga Island, then? 'Tis a large island in the inland sea. Most of its inhabitants are Mistari, and it remains the only place in the land where sanctism has not taken root.
I'm not out to abolish sanctism myself. I just don't want everything we believe
I
in
would
to be
be.
destroyed.
Man, at least
So
not make
that's
it
why you're in
the
this
state
race.
religion.
I thought I could change the world. And then I saw the truth. What a fool I was. I've not introduced myself yet, have I? My name is Edeni. Forget about Dracodios. We can't hand it over, and you'll never reach it anyway.
We don't intend to take it by force.
Even if you did, you'll not find any ships that sail there. And that's only the first obstacle in your way.
Oh, if
Take
we can
my
get a
word,
golem
it's
rider
no
that can
place for
fly.
an outsider. It's time I stopped chasing a fool's dream. I need to face reality. And if you're smart, you'll do the same.
Well, sounds like Dracodios is on Verga Island somewhere.
Is there really no ship passage there? This is the biggest port in the kingdom.
'Tis true. His words reminded me. Thanks to both sea currents and cultural tensions,
We have to go there early.
Only merchant ships passing Verga Island embark from Montario.
But Montario's on the other side of the bloody sea. You can't seriously be suggesting we go there first and then loop back to Verga. We'd never make the deadline.
Then let's bally well conquer this inland sea ourselves. Don't worry, chums. I'm
Can
on
he
the
make the
job.
flying work?
You worried about Lady Juna? Actually asking this time, not just prodding.
Shut up.
Tell. You
For a
still
good
don't
reason.
trust them,
We're
do
pretty
you?
sus.
How can I? We've only known them for a matter of days. Look, the whole Gladel mess. You really think they're innocent?
Then let's go with them, yeah? Me and you. You do whatever makes sense to you, Del. You know I'll follow wherever you go.
You never could keep your mouth shut, eh?
We don't have a Peripas party member. Maybe you join us.
What the?
Wait a second. You're not saying this thing can sail now?
Quite right. While you lot were hobnobbing at old Luis's soiree, I had his run all to myself. And believe you me, I got quite an eyeful. Came away full of ideas. After all, this old girl wasn't designed as a land runner alone. All about modular design, don't you know? Flexible jointed.
What the hell did the legs do then if it's on the water?
But why?
Making like a
We've
paddle
not
boat?
even spoken of the island until moments ago.
Island Schmyland, milady. Look at the map. What's our shortest route to Montario, eh? A straight shot through the inland sea.
Huh. The man has a point. That never dawned on me.
Besides, I've kept my ears open, what? Here there be monsters and all that rot. You'll need more than a ship for
Here
these
there be
waters.
dragons,
You'll need
apparently
a
that
proper sea
used to
run.
be like written on old maps for like dangerous areas
Exhibition, so you wouldn't
or
know.
unknown.
Forden already killed the big sea monster out there. It had a huge head.
Really? Don't tell me you're making the trip in that.
Why are you two here?
Bodyguard duty, Lady Juna. We're along for the ride, especially since you're bound for some remote wild island.
These poor newcomers are working so hard and you still can't trust them. Or is it me you don't trust?
We're here on Master Luis's orders. I'm sure I don't have to outline the pecking order there. Or do you have a problem with us being around?
Rather, we're running short on beds.
Oh, don't worry. Del doesn't take up as much space as me.
Oh, belt up. Besides, you really expect this rust bucket to survive a night at sea?
If you don't like it, leave. Nobody's forcing you to come.
Looks like we're crewmates then. Nothing like a sea voyage for a bit of fun, yeah?
This is a fine mess. Wasn't expecting them along. What do you think their angle is?
They're big on sailing. Maybe they just like the water.
They probably still suspect us.
I agree. We definitely crossed a line with the whole Gladel incident.
Suppose that's that, eh? I'll do a last check on her amphibials, make sure she's shipshape. Give me a shout when you're ready.
preparations and sail away. Get a gambler. Oh, the gambler guy's not here?
Now what am I to do?
Alright, guess we just go.
Well met, eh?
Ready to depart?
Okay, the island's not. Oh, never mind. I was like, wait, no, that's just like way stations.
Here. Wonder how many days away it is.
Oh, is there a storm? Heat. Oh, there's a heat wave.
Oh.
Region's currents are right pain. We must go around and cross them lest they carry us off course. By my reckoning, it'll take us 4 days and 3 nights, give or take. 3 nights at sea, huh? I hope Stroll can handle it.
Ha-ha! Tally-ho!
Tis actually moving. A fine effort.
Was it ever in doubt? You're the master at the helm, my dear.
Verga Island, eh? Well, I can say it's wholly foreign to me.
Tis a land within an archipelago where many Mustari live. I've heard their faith involves a special maiden.
Like a shrine maiden shit here?
How have they managed to avoid the church's influence? I doubt they've the man.
There's something there that could overturn history, as the Sanctists tell it. Something so damning they couldn't even afford their soldiers seeing it. So the rumors say, at least. Might just be a conspiracy theory.
As for this dragon god's lance, we shall need to negotiate.
If negotiations are even on the table.
Ugh, why all the fuss? Just kill them and take it.
Nothing else works, yeah? Keep it simple.
It's always kill, kill, kill with you two.
Hey, Lord Luis's orders. Don't need to tell you, do I?
Yet you'd impugn Count Luis's reputation with wanton massacre. Simple, was it?
Ugh, give it a rest. Are we there yet?
Hard to talk strategy with those two hanging around.
Ladies and gentlemen, feast your ears on this! The elder boy candidate seems to have crossed the channel to the island.
How did they know this?
On a gauntlet runner too!
Is he alright? They say the waters are clear amongst us now, but...
If he made it, that means my husband can go out fishing again, doesn't it?
I have to say, I expected at least one daredevil to try ploughing straight through the inner sea, but I never thought it'd be that boy.
That's the same lad who exposed that lady from Martira, isn't it? He's not bad.
But Verga Island's infamous people. Treacherous! Even the Crown Theocracy struggled with them for years. So how will this shake out? The festivities have just begun.
The Gauntlet Runner takes to the water in its new form, setting out to the wide open sea. Their
Will we have an
destination,
airship by the end of this
Verga
game?
Island,
I think so.
an enigmatic foreign land that not even the long arm of Sanctism can reach. Not all present now would count themselves as allies. Will this prove difficult, or something else entirely?
You're speaking?
Yep. Heismay's got his fishing gear laid out on deck. If you're keen on learning, ask him. Can't promise I'll stop if you slip overboard though, so be careful. Well, let's see. Heismay sometimes leaves fishing gear on deck, which you can use to fish. Any fish you catch can be used as ingredients when cooking.
Seriously.
Oh boy. I thought that ship froze for a second there. Does it take time? That's the question.
Alright then. Let's go.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no, it does take time. Nope, I need stats.
Speaking of.
All right then.
Let's go.
I guess I can finish reading the book. Oh. Monster Bone. Lord of the Lake. I guess you need fishing for that. Is there gonna be an ability that makes it, hold on. Paladin and Dark Knight, nice. Tycoon. Warlord. Katharina will support the party in certain dungeons. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that means she's not going to be a party member. She, Whoa, when cooking in a gauntlet run... Hey, that's interesting. There's no fishing thing. Increase the number of plants that can be harvested in the plant culture chamber by 1. Oh, damn. I guess fishing's gonna take time no matter what. Well, we're definitely gonna be traveling further in the, whatchamacallit. Once we leave the island, so I guess we should finish the thing first. Top secret poetry, do not read. I don't know what stats I need though. Let me see what I'm close to. Alright, yeah. Well, we're gonna get 8 imagination from this, so it's pretty good.
What's that?
He continued to traipse through the raging sandstorm. At last he came upon a cave, the entrance gaping like the maws of a beast. The walls of the cave were translucent, revealing the inside to be gigantic. Intricately winding labyrinth, fantastical and akin to a mirage.
Oh, yeah?
Giant cave with glass walls in the desert? Sounds otherworldly, but also strangely familiar.
Sure.
Be a beautiful
Right?
sight. I bet it'd be dazzling in the daylight, probably at night too, sparkling in the moonlight.
All right.
I know the new world is just fictional, but I want to visit if it were a real place. Okay.
All right.
Boom, get that 8 imagination. Amazing.
As the sun dips below the horizon, and the
We're not going to
stars
meet other
begin to
gauntlet
reflect
runners here,
off
I'm
the
assuming.
water's surface, the gauntlet runner reaches the shore. Lurking below the surface, in the black and fathomless deep, are the eager eyes of predatory hunters. But the party, safe inside their gauntlet runner, relaxes from the burdens of their voyage, gazing out over calm waters.
Ah, Premier Law.
Quite.
Got it.
I admit, I was half thinking this dinky little gauntlet runner was gonna sink any second, but it did a decent job running today. And out of all the Canada's runners, this one's pretty fast for what it is, yeah? Not that I've set one foot on it without Lady Juna being here. Everyone's imagination, damn. Oh, we can do a session with Juna.
Oh my.
Now that we have to find the Mistari tribe's divine relic, isn't it fabulous? Calling this an absurd demand would be an understatement. But I must admit, if we can't handle this, then Luis will never acknowledge us. We absolutely must succeed.
All right.
Happy to have this opportunity to fight alongside you. Living under Luis's foot was a lonely place to be, you know. Held my ground thus far, though if I'm honest, I was scared the whole time. I had to talk myself into keeping a stiff upper lip to say. But being past that, I feel more hope than I ever have. Not alone anymore, and I have faith will save the prince. Okay.
All right.
Whoa, that's a lot. Okay, we're really going hardcore into imagination. Staying up late is terrible for your skin, but seeing as we're already at it, why don't we chat a bit longer?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, it's a lot of hair. Smugginess is my worst enemy. I don't mind the ocean, but being at sea makes my hair 10 times harder to manage. Yeah, the humidity is probably gonna mess it up. I know exactly what you mean. The salty air makes it so much worse. Hey, Hulkenberg, what do you do with your hair at sea?
Yes.
I find that sweat built up by swinging a weapon quickly relieves one of concern over such trifling matters. Speaking of, would you care to spar, Juna? Okay. 2 more days. We can check out that pretty good kitchen here. Not as good as Luis's, but I'm pretty sure I can get a halfway decent meal though. Okay, well, we have one of the things now. Magic bread. Or cursed love ballad. A sweet assortment of fruits and vegetables can cure even the most insufferable heartache. I mean, I'm guessing that's a Juna thing.
Got a second?
Now, the most important thing we have to consider is who will be partaking of our meal. What are they like? What are their tastes? All of this matters. First, you need to visualize the meal. Then you pick the ingredients that look like they'll get you there. Intuition is key. No, I kind of just follow the recipe. I can just picked out ingredients with Juna. Wow, this tastes as good as it smells. Won't that just be amazing? That's definitely going in there. Don't underestimate texture. These little blobs are cute. And these, look how they shine. Just gonna plop all the stuff in there. Now their ingredients are carefully selected. We move to the main phase, preparation. You can cook anything, as long as you believe. Come on, I'm right behind you. She's very freeform with this cooking thing. Food can tell if you're worried, you know? Put your positive intentions into it. It's bound to show up in the end. It's smelling great already. I'm very worried. A combination of bold and delicate flavors. I call it Cursed Love Ballad. Considering the feeling we put into it, it's bound to move the heart of whoever eats it.
Alright then.
I wonder, okay, so we got more than 4 from that session. I wonder if they have upped how much you get now. Should I? Or should I work on the book? I guess I should work on the book. Because you do get, oh, but then it drops the average down. Let's see. Future of Magic. Julian's treatise on building a sustainable future with magic. He does have a way of words, I just haven't started reading. He's obnoxious, but he does know a thing or two, so maybe we'll learn something? Looks like a complicated book, so let's get comfy by the window before we dive. Hold on. Hold on. It depends, right? We'll definitely get more courage from the Colosseum, so we're gonna. I guess yeah, we should just read the book then.
What's that?
Sustainable magical living. What's he getting at? Anyway, the first chapter is called Thinking About Fuel in the Magical Future. All things considered, our world is still primitive, foolishly relying on wood and fire to warm and feed its people.
Let's see.
This wood we burn makes smoke, and this smoke pollutes the atmosphere and destroys life beyond our cities. Combustible fuels must be prohibited by law. And the void left there is where magic comes in, it says. In other words, he wants to do everything with magic instead of firewood. I think it might work for some, but not certainly not.
Right?
Banning non-magical fires will pose a lot of immediate logistical problems. Okay.
Alright.
Well, burning fossil fuels is causing some problems in the real world right now. You know? Oh, wisdom is actually probably my lowest stats. People's lives in the present are important too, but so is the future. I think we should treat both. Oh, okay, so both sides. Got it. The problem is a present issue right now.
Come look at
Don't do the centrism shit here. Oh, you lot aren't gonna believe the view I'm seeing outside. I'm hitting the brakes.
The gauntlet runner halts at a sandy hollow that suddenly arises from the sea. The towering seawall. It is not an island or a reef, but a mass of sand expanding below sea level. There is no sign of a water flow. There are many places in Oceania where the laws of nature fail.
It's like a new island?
Here, it is especially evident. The surface drops as though it were gouged out. Still, best not to be distracted by the spectacular. Monsters roam the deep, and tales of people being dragged below are not uncommon.
Uh-oh. Alright, this is what Magla anomalies are capable of. It's the same principle that maintains the water sphere in Brylehaven, but by Jove, this is a whole nother level entirely.
Oi!
Now, you sure about this? The water ain't about to come down on us. What is it?
Hey.
Maybe better return to the runner?
Nope.
There's a fish swimming in the wall of water. I've never seen such shiny fish.
Huh?
Hulkenberg, what are you doing?
Enough.
You're not thinking about spearfishing through the seawall, are you? Huh? I was merely considering how I will secure today's allotment of rations. She'd eat these weird-looking fish without a second thought. I suspect that weird luminescence is a defense mechanism. They gather together in the depths and shine to ward off predators. Huh. So weaklings that they are, they travel together in a group. Who does that remind you of? Must you sling barbs at every opportunity? It's exhausting. Besides, it's only natural for those lower on the food chain to seek advantages that compensate for weaknesses.
Huh?
I say, those shining scales will work as excellent dyes. Hulkenberg, Meguro, be sure to catch some extra. I need a few specimens to dissect.
That is well.
As you wish, I shall catch enough that we should all dine well. I would rather you didn't. The supplies we receive in town more than meets our needs. Besides, the sky looks ominous. A storm likely approaches.
I see.
Let's see. If that's the census, then let's head back. I feel not the least bit of regret, I assure you.
Let's go.
He's got a point. The seawall might even collapse in the rain. I'd rather not stay to find out. Ah, I get extra wisdom too. Nice. Yeah. Imagination is definitely the highest out of all right now.
Here.
Here you go, lad. A drawing of the seawall. I made sure that the glowing fish were depicted as true to life as my hand allows. I'll show that to Maria later.
As the water sparkling in the setting sun begins to lose the light shimmer, the gauntlet runner reaches the calm surface of the reef. Yet the day draws to an end, and all are left to wonder how to spend the evening hours.
One more day and we're gonna reach the island. We'll probably call it after. I don't know. I'm off tomorrow. Maybe I'll do another session tonight.
Soon enough. Can this vessel withstand it?
It's doing better than me, at least. Suppose we do owe Forden, if only because he handled that sea monster. Closure, etc.
Did we hit a rock out there or something? Back in a mo.
Wait, if you're in here, who's driving this thing?
Those fool brothers are still abed, even in this tempest. Bloody Parapus. Almost makes one envy them.
Right, I heard. You aren't too fond of the Parapus. They both had horrible upbringings, those two. But they really do have kind hearts behind the glares.
Oh, right, the prayer purpose riot was what got his... killed his son.
I asked what I could do to repay them, and they came over all red-faced. We'd like to hear you sing, Lady Juna. Your voice is awful pretty, Lady Juna.
Is this a joke to you? You think an outcast Chief is in no position to speak ill of the Paripus?
What?
Bloody hell, how does anyone sleep on this old bucket? You feel that shaking earlier? Huh? Could cut the air in here with a knife. What were you two on about?
Everyone's life stories.
Indeed. Talking about how I dislike the Paripus.
You and the rest of the world. Or do you think you're special?
We don't have to keep dancing around it, do we, Del? Why can't we be straight with him? Just come out with it, yeah? Tell him you still ain't sure that stuff with Glodell was on the level.
If even we're suspicious, there's no way Lord Luis hasn't worked it out already. Not that it matters to me, anyway. Still, I had to make sure, see for myself whether Lady Juna is on our side or not.
Come on, you two.
Oh.
Ah! Something's out there! Look outside! It's a monster! A great briny beast! Everyone to the deck, quick!
You're just gonna have a random boss fight? What's happening?
What's happening?
Our prep.
Alright, hold on. Before we do some quick reading. So what's up with the hold on. What's with, does it go over the tribes here? Culture. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's see what's up with all the tribes. I guess I should have done this in the beginning. The 9th tribe, distinct from the commonly known 8 tribes, they are condemned by the Sanctus Church for inheriting a dangerous magic heretical to the teachings of the Church. That might be the archetypes, I don't know. Their population is so small that to even see one in public is rare, and they face greater discrimination than any other tribe. In fact, many outside the main cities don't believe they exist. Okay, hold on. Each of the 8 tribes possess unique physical traits that making them recognizable at a glance, such as the Clamaris horns or the Rissant's long ears. The Elder tribe, however, bears no such distinguishable features, and thus are regarded as inferior beings. Is it gonna turn out they're descended, like just straight descended from humans, and all the other tribes are like mutations or something? Because yeah, they just look like humans, or our humans, not like in-universe humans. The Clamar tribe composes the largest population in all the allied kingdoms. Their most distinctive features are the horns, which grow on both sides of their head. Why do that? Some of them have them facing forward, and some of them have them facing backward. It's kind of weird. Clamars have a broad diversity of facial and body types, each which has essentially made them average. The Ukrainian royal family are Clamar, and members of this tribe hold the majority of important positions within the government, leading many Clamars to internalize the belief they are the kingdom's most preeminent tribe. They're like, well, there are more of them, right? Like, they have the largest population, so they have more influence. Clamars value freedom and dislike illogical restraint. They enjoy cultivating discussion, but do not always consider the situation or appropriateness of doing so, which occasionally leads to conflict. However, some studies suggest this disposition is what drives them to seek governmental positions and other important offices. Alright, the Rusant. I mean, they're like elves, but they're not. They're more like warlike. Elves are usually not. One of the most populous tribes of the United Kingdom, second only to the Clamar. Long pointed ears are their most distinguishable features. They often boast excellent physiques, which has granted them superior... Yeah, elves are usually like the magical race, but they're like the warriors here. Rusant women are stronger than most men of other tribes. Many inevitably work in the military and often hold key offices. They are considered as influential as the Clamar, and the two tribes are sometimes called the prevailing tribes. Many Rusant pride themselves on outperforming others in strength. While this can be perceived as a self-disciplined competitiveness, on the flip side, there are many with a belligerent temperament, obsessed with proving superiority in any situation. And the Ujif tribe, small in stature with bat-like wings and ears, due to their singular appearance and low population, as well as their strong night vision derived from their nocturnal nature and keen hearing. It's not uncommon for them to be perceived as unnerving, and they often become targets of discrimination. Yeah, they're the most, like, different looking. It's kind of weird that, like, the most generic humans tribe, the Elda, are the most discriminated against, but on the other opposite end of the spectrum, they're also the most discriminated against, because they're the most different looking. Most Ujif live modest lives at the bottom of the social hierarchy, with few positions of status. With their natural agility, some are able to make a living as warriors. Most Ujif, however, prefer farming to hunting, making them a tribe that is warm in nature that values harmony. The flip side of this is that they are often indecisive, second-guessing themselves out of concern for what others want. This has lowered their relative status in the world. I mean, I would say the bigger disadvantage is how few of them there are. Nydia tribe, characterized by their iridescent eyes and hair. Their special features are their eyes and hair. Members of the Nydia tribe lack the conspicuously notable features of other tribes. They are known to be gregarious and talented at flattery. Many have left their hometowns to make a living, some making a name for themselves as both compelling and strange figures. Colonies comprised wholly of Nydia are rarely known to exist in any part of the kingdom, making them a mysterious tribe in some ways. Yeah, the eyes and hair are not super, being the standout features, not super unique. Whoa, that's a picture. Parapus tribe, a tribe recognizable by bestial ears and a tail. There are many variations in their hair and skin colors, including cold-colored skin not seen in other tribes. They are physically adept and often honest with their emotions, giving them a reputation for hedonism, for better or for worse. They are drawn to parties and festivities, and while this happy-go-lucky charm is often to their credit, it can also be seen as recklessness. Due to this stereotype, they are looked down upon by other tribes, which prevents them from securing a foothold in politics. Despite being nearly as populous as the Rusant and Clamar tribes, the discrimination against them is especially obvious in large cities. Why are they hated? Ishkia tribe, a tribe recognizable by their avian wings, as well as their almond eyes and long eyelashes. Though the fewest in numbers of the 8 tribes, they're the fewest. They have a reputation for their intelligence, not including the Elda, I guess, giving them a strong presence in bigger cities. Many find higher status in intellectual labor, such as scholars and sanctors and the like, making it not uncommon for Ishkia to be wealthy. Oh, they're smart. Due in part to their regal stature, the Ishkia are commonly admired. However, the act of speaking down on others has been ingrained in their nature for some, making it just as common for them to be resented. Incidentally, their avian-like wings are purely cosmetic. Though they are able to move them to a small degree, they have no structure. They're actually just clustered. Oh, there's not even any bones in those wings. They're just feathers. Those who aren't fond of the Ishkia latch onto this deficiency of flight to ridicule them. The Rogue. A tribe whose members have longer lifespans, some living more than twice as long the average of other. Okay, I think that's a typo. It should be more than twice as long as the average of other tribes, right? Once again, I'll be your proofreader. Hire me. They age at the same pace until adolescence, spending the remainder of their lives in middle and old age. Okay, so they get to adolescence and then they slow down. Perhaps as a result, the rogue tribe conjures images of the elderly in many minds. Well, Grius was a rogue, right? In a seniority-based society, rogues often hold high positions due to their longevity. They place great value in eventually passing down their knowledge and purpose, so much so that they're known to remember favors as well as hold grudges for 3 generations. Though many rogues have unique markings on their faces, they are not born with them. They are a form of traditional makeup. Well, the downside of living so long is that, prejudices and ideas might be hard to change, right? That comes up in Star Rail too. Like the Xianzhou natives live so long that it's very easy for them to just leave tasks and stuff. They're like, oh, I have decades worth. I have well, for them they have centuries, right? We got centuries more time. We don't have to rush this stuff, and it causes them inaction basically. Mastari tribe, a tribe recognizable by a third eye. They don masks and wear culturally significant attire, which many among the other tribes find unsettling. Though their population isn't necessarily low in number, the Mastari are hard to come by, as most live in the Virga Island archipelago. As they believe in a unique faith, they are often targets of persecution outside of the island, denounced as pagans. The eye on their forehead is often called their third eye, capable of perceiving magla, which is invisible to the naked eyes of most tribes. However, how clearly they can see the magla depends on the individual. For some it is vague, while others can see it more clearly than fairies, perceiving even the magla's quality and density. Oh, okay. The third eye, huh? Tianshanhan is a member of this tribe. We talking about fairies? No. Okay, children born to... Oh, we don't have pictures. Children born to parents of disparate tribes. Half-bloods often inherit physical attributes of both tribes, as evidenced by Zorba and Maria. While it is theoretically possible for any of the tribes to bear offspring together, conceiving a child between differing tribes is less viable than within the same tribe. Therefore, they are few in number. Even in metropolitan areas with diverse populations, those with mixed heritages are rarely to be seen. Half-blood children are often ostracized from both tribes they hail from due to their unnatural appearance. The typical characteristics they would otherwise inherit from each tribe can be underdeveloped, leading to smaller wings for a half-blood Ishkia, or a singular horn for you got unicorns, for a half-blood Kamar. They are greatly misunderstood, generally isolated from others, and face unjust societal disdain. They're not, it's not like a mule, it's not like a donkey situation, right? They're not sterile. Half-bloods can still have more children, I think. I mean, this game doesn't get into it seems. In the real world, if a tiger and a lion, they can have a liger, but that liger would be sterile, could not have any more children. But I guess it's not like that in this universe. Chronia. Okay, yeah. Well, we're not gonna. Oh, they don't have anything about fairies. Interesting. That they're not fairies are not even important enough to count as one of the tribes, which is interesting. Well, hold on. Slave classes. A class of people considered so low across the kingdom that no one can be born into it. Rather, it is a restriction on citizenship, imposed as a form of punishment for crimes. The criminal becomes the legal property of another for a fixed sentence, and during this period, any action that leads to a slave's death, participation in additional crimes, or even self-harm will result in the owner being charged. Okay, so slavery does exist in this universe. Huh. Okay, okay, so fairies are under nature rather than people, which is freaking weird. Intelligent life forms that are originated separately from the 8 tribes. Fairies are magical beings whose lives are dependent on magic itself. Their wings are organs of magical conveyance. making them float naturally, so they only flap them to stabilize themselves in the air. Fairies can also sense the presence or absence of magla around them through their 5 senses. It's a skill that can be shared among fairies, and with training can even be shared with people for short periods of time. In ancient times, the skill was called Fey Sight and was quite prized. It's been told that even kings sometimes took fairies with them on their journeys. Though different sexes exist, it's difficult to visually discern, as their appearance does not change with age. Oh, they don't age! Fairies' lives. Fairies do not have a fixed lifespan. It is determined by their strength of will to accomplish something, such as a goal or mission, and as such, fairies can live over 100 years. Conversely, a loss of motivation can cause even young fairies to enter a lethargy not unlike sleep, and they eventually fade away. Wow, that sucks. The longer a fairy lives with intent and purpose, the more prominent their intelligence and self-awareness begins. This change can lead to personality gaps as large as those between an adult and a child, occurring over a relatively short span of time. Okay, they're a weird race. I guess, yeah, they're not considered related to people. Dragons, an enigmatic and powerful creature reigning supreme at the top of the ecosystem, king of all monsters. King Ghidorah? They are known as dragons. With their overpowering strength, they could wipe out an entire fleet of military gauntlet runners as easy as breathing. Best not to get out of their bathtub. Many are believed to possess colossal scaled bodies with membranous wings and raptor-like talons. But due to lack of personal encounters, the exact details remain unknown. We found one. In some areas, they are thought to be mythic creatures of legend, and are even revered on occasion as gods. Alright, we should go back and fight that one we ran away from in the beginning. I wonder if we can go back. Hold on.
Alright, where to?
I wonder if we can go back. Well, we have the gauntlet runner now.
Seriously.
Alright, let's save. I want to at least get to the island today. Yeah, I'm almost playing this game for 40 hours. Oh, got an anime cutscene. Oh, we got a giant squid fight too.
What is that thing?
I'm guessing it's weak as lightning. Oh. Uh-oh. Wait. Is this the end for him?
What the hell are you doing? This is supposed to be you helping those in need. Oi, tell!
Yeah, bro, maybe you should just focus not getting killed by the octopus.
No! Hurry!
You alright, Tell? You realize this changes nothing. We're still...
Ooh. It's got 2 different... Oh, it's a human! It's got 2 different colored eyes. Look at that face.
Don't charge straight at it. We've got the arms. We'll clear them out of the way.
Got it. If we don't kill the thing, we're all sunk.
Don't get used to it.
Oh, I'm gonna get some assists. Guess we are gonna have a boss battle.
Now's our chance.
It's a water creature. I'm guessing it's weak against lightning. Oh, it's got a heart on its head again.
Some more of the bastard's legs. Stick to the body and take out what limbs you can. I don't know about you, but I'm not dying today. Let's get this over with.
If this keeps up, the runner's wrecked.
Okay, you can change if you want. Okay. Oh, AoE lightning. You ready? Oh, it only does 1 enemy. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, but it does weak magic trick. Hold on. Well, I think AoE at this point is more important.
You can do this.
Thunder!
I'll show you the essence of... Lend me your strength.
Okay, Skyfall Bolt. Okay, well, now we're just gonna hit them all with the...
Show them our might.
Too many mages! Ooh, look at that shit.
Don't underestimate. I'll show you. No need to rush this. Watch me.
So join with me.
Okay, got Kandera again. Double wizard. I put on my robe and wizard hat.
Oh, bolts of lightning!
Hulkenberg got them right in the weak spot.
You think me no, mate? I'll use what I must. Lightning!
Oh, right, I still have everyone as a mage. That's kind of annoying.
Is that all?
Let's set it up.
Strike true.
You hit their weakness.
Oh, there goes all your limbs.
Retracted. That should make things a little
I've
easier
got
on us.
just the Come on,
Help me out.
I think I have to pass the thing.
I still
Alright, here we go. Skyfall Bolt.
together.
Oh, it's a triple attack. It is a triple attack. Let's do it.
Let my power support you.
It's a real put on your robe and wizard hat. 3,000 damage.
Nor arrogant. Hidden arm.
You can do this.
Thunder.
You hit their weakness. Nice move.
Soul Scream. Oh, whoa, okay. It's doing stuff. Actually, can I steal something from this guy? Hold on, I actually should look. Accuracy down, maybe? Parfin ain't got it.
Typeface been sickened. Cover him.
Oh, he doesn't have a
He
rare
can't
item.
fight it.
Lend me your strength.
We'll do it this time.
Hold nothing back.
Let's do this.
Oh, we're riding on the broomstick. 4,000 damage. Get wrecked. $4,200 XP, damn. Tabara Sucker.
I feel stronger.
I really do seem to be casting a lot of magic with the main character. If I get luck. Ah, I want hit rate.
Marvelous. I feel
Oh, she's the
stronger
caster. Alright.
We overcame it somehow.
I can't believe this. There are still monsters out here. Gordon lied.
Well, I mean, he can't search the entire ocean.
Either he lied, or he didn't know. Maybe the humans are spreading faster than anyone expected.
Oh, first time we've seen you lot really cut loose. That sure was magic, even with no igniters. Guess that's the kind of power that kills humans. And you can do it too, Lady Juna.
Well, I picked it up from him. You know I've a knack for improvising, love. But we'd never have gotten through this without you two helping us. Thank you.
Alright, they're not both gonna join our party, right? It's gonna be one
you
of them.
too, Fidelio.
Don't mention
I
it.
don't like the odds for the one who doesn't join us.
Wait, something's amiss. I still hear water flowing, but
Uh-oh,
it's
we
coming
have a
from
leak.
inside the runner.
Blast! We're dipping awfully low. Getting a bit soggy in here, chums.
Hold on, we're sinking. You've got to be kidding.
Bail the water. You two,
Wait,
help
what?
us.
What? You can't just order us. Oh, this bloody rust buckets.
Wait. The inside of this thing's huge. You can't bail it out. You can bail it out like a little rowboat or whatever. Like, 'cause, you know, just like a container's not that big. But, you know, trying to keep water out of this thing? Glad to see another morning. Very happy we survived or are still afloat, but after bailing all that water out, see my poor back was a casualty of this.
You're right.
Good day to relax and watch the ocean. Arrive at the island tomorrow.
Oh, got a second? Thanks. The truth is,
I want to talk to you about the Magnus brothers. Don't worry, I sent them off an errand so they won't catch a word of this. Anyways, in regards to our dear Fidelio yesterday, I do have to thank you for saving him. I'm so very sorry they accompanied us to Virgo.
well,
They both jump. I know they both jump at Luis's command, but they really are good lads. A bit sensitive, perhaps.
what?
I think them as overly considerate. They are rather fond of my song. And I do owe them a debt of gratitude for escorting me around and keeping Luis's men at a safe distance. On the other hand, I don't think it's wise to trust them completely. Do you remember their suspicions about what transpired with Gladell? If I'm not careful, I could compromise the whole mission. I think it's about time I stopped being so naive. Deep down, I knew they would eventually become an obstacle.
Hey, hey!
Feel like a warbler.
Leave it to me.
Huh?
Pass out.
Sure.
Thanks. Look at this.
Oh, what do you get? Aeon Pearl Ring. What is this? It's a charm I bought before we left Brawlhaven. Pearls come from oysters and take a long time to form. That's why they symbolize growth and prosperity. Apparently, pearls dissolve in like acidic water or whatever. I bought it for myself, but it's a bit too big. Besides, I think you put it to much better use on this journey. Take it. What does it do? It's really high rarity.
Bye.
As the clear surface gives way to the glassy ink
Oh,
of
we're at the
darkness,
island?
the
No, there's
vaulted
still
honor
another
reaches
day.
of remote
Or a
island.
night.
The party gets a good night's rest, grateful for the still land that does not sway them at its whims.
What to pick?
Alright, let's see what that item's about.
Right now.
Your key item? Oh, how do I even tell? What did she give? Oh, Seeker's Mask. Equipped to use Seeker skills. Oh. Oh, that's pretty strong. Oh yeah, no, this just gives stats for the other. Stormy Sea Ring. Engraved with the Oceana Surging Waves motif. In stormy weather, slash, pierce, strike, and almighty physical attack will always be a critical hit. Oh! This thing makes you stronger during the storm. That's interesting. Aeon Pearl Ring, what does this do? Whoa, a ring given by June, all stats +5. That's crazy strong. Hell yeah. Give me that shit. Obviously gotta give it on the leading man. I can give him I have him off the party right now, so. Oh, okay, so her accessory slot's always gonna be taken by the masks, right? Or I only have one mask right now. Oh, I think you have to go to Academia to research them.
Alright then.
Alright, that's interesting. I wonder if it costs mag to research those masks. Are we gonna be able to teleport with these people around? I don't know. Alright. Maybe this will level our imagination because she gives more than 4. Golden Runner is such a mystery, isn't it? And in particular, I'm very intrigued by the igniter responsible for the teleportation magic. We happen to be in the middle of a covert operation, so I think we can't be too free with our words. But if we could I think we'd cause quite the stir. Let's mass produce it.
Well then.
Gosh.
You sound like the shrewdest sort of merchant when you say that, but I don't think it's something one can produce so easily. I studied at the Mage Academy for a spell, and from what I recall, teleportation with magic was deemed impossible. So something like this is the same category as divine relics. Frankly, I'm thankful nobody will believe in its existence, even if we use a teleport to the city. Yeah, if you just materialize in front of someone, like, that's kind of weird. But the technology already exists, so perhaps it can be mass-produced. Maybe one day, each household will have their own teleportation igniter.
Alright.
How much you get? 6. Look at that. Amazing. Oh, it's so close. So close. One more would do it. To hone my... I need SpongeBob to help me hone my imagination.
The king draws nearer.
I think we're doing another session tonight, honestly. I'm off tomorrow, so...
to Verga Island.
As reported by a crier. It's the elder boy who brought
Oh, they
Joanna
figured
to
it
the
out.
judging.
Damn. You guys are smarter than you seem.
So he stands with Luis then. No doubt he seeks Dracodius.
A gambit to steal the public's gaze, perhaps. Taking a prize from the only land beyond the church's reach. Laughable. The reason we leave those barbarians alone is that we've nothing to gain from them. Your Eminence?
Merely a passing thought.
Let him chase the lance. It changes nothing. With the dawn of Saints' Day, your Eminence's authority will be unshakable as the mountains.
As long as we tell the public that these divine relics truly originated in Sanctism, yes, that should do. The candidates gathered at the Saints' Day Festival will be under the protection of the King's magic. Some of them may use that as a shield to sow violence and discord.
I am aware, Your Eminence. Please, leave everything to your humble servant.
Oh-ho!
We should arrive around noontime, but we must make preparations to birth beforehand. Seems like the weather will be hot and humid. I'd like to hope we could just pop in, grab the lance, and pop right back out. Oh, this island is infamously insular and closed off. Our welcome will not be a warm one.
Then...
Wait, is this not going to be a town hub? I mean, I expected it to be a town hub, but if all the people are hostile, maybe not.
To their destination, Verga Island. Verga is a word given to the island by the mainland, meaning uncivilized.
Wow.
But its inhabitants give this name no purchase.
No.
Put another
You're
way,
just like Savage's
we are
Island.
trespassers
Just
from
call
a
it
country that has unilaterally regarded the islanders as heretics. To forget this is to invite pointless conflict, as though it knows it is unwelcome. The Gauntlet Runner glides silently onto the island's less populated rear shore.
We don't have a Mistari team member either to help us smooth this.
I can't take this heat. It's enough to cook a man alive.
All my air fur is stuck together.
Do we really have to go this way? There was a beautiful beach just over there.
Chin up now, milady. Easy to get a good backstab when you're coming up behind him, see?
There will be no stabbing, back or otherwise. Honestly.
It's at least true that coming at them head-on would only alarm them. First, we need to find out where this lance is.
You can bet the runner won't be spotted here, eh? Got the wide ocean on all sides. The old girl's not exactly unscathed from the beastie's clutches, so I'll stay back for a spot of repairs. Good luck on the lance hunt, what?
Who's there?
What's from within?
Are you from the outside?
Whoa, whoa,
What's
whoa.
wrong?
We're speaking telepathically?
I thought I heard a voice.
A voice? Whose?
All that salt air gets your head. Our chances out here already aren't looking too good.
So,
How do we find this, Lance?
Ideally, we blend in with the locals, gather information. But if they really are all Mustari, that might be a bit tricky. Let's see.
It's true, he does
To
have
start
his,
with,
like,
we
noble
could try staying hidden and
attire.
observing the village from afar.
Sounds like a right hustle. How many days would you have us playing hide and seek?
Fair point.
All that hair
How
must
long
be,
do
like,
we actually
really
stay
terrible for
Well,
Juna.
Given the deadline for arriving
Oh,
in
okay, well, we
Alton,
have a deadline at least.
it would be best to get the lance and leave by September the 5th.
The sooner we're out of here, the better.
Got Professor Xavier over here telepathically communicating with us.
Does this place look familiar to you?
We may be a bit lost.
One of you guys must be good at tracking, right?
We can't
Come on.
afford to get lost on some godforsaken island. This is a disaster. Oh, I'm sweating through my outfit. And these weird bugs. I've had enough.
What I give for a snack and a cold tub to dunk me head in.
Need you voice every little complaint. You are not the
Dave
only ones
Hulkenberg's
enduring
a
this trek.
survivalist.
Quiet a moment. Running water nearby. Sounds like an open
Oh,
space.
good thing we got
Could
this
be a
team member
natural
with
spring
giant
of some
ears.
kind.
What? Really? Let's head that way.
Phew. I suppose we might as well if we're lost.
Oh, anime cutscene? Okay.
It's drinkable. Much clearer than the capital's water, too.
I guess we don't have a water purification plant in this
brilliant.
universe.
I could use a
I mean,
tip to
people
get
just
the
collected
salt off me.
rainwater in the old days or had wells.
Who are you?
Trial and error. Oh! Are you the only one who can hear it?
Then surely you must be a
Oh,
messenger
great,
of
you're the
Dragon
chosen
God.
one.
Is something amiss?
I'm imagining things.
Could it be a villager?
You must be
Ah, the third eye, and it's open.
Priestess!
Oh, did we wander into some sacred spot already?
Mainlanders! You're not of this island!
Wait, listen!
Seize them!
Oh, we got the nets. Wait, aren't I protected by the king's magic? What's going on? Hold on. How are they allowed to do this?
Behave yourselves. Now, you're a candidate for the throne, are you not? He had to steal Draco Dios, no doubt. And not content with that, you befouled the priestess's cleansing pool. We need hear nothing further. You shall all
Yeah,
be
I am.
executed.
Fastest trial.
Yeah,
I've
I'm
had.
using Restream.
Calm
It
down.
restreams to Twitch and
First off,
YouTube.
you can't kill a candidate. Have you not heard of the king's magic?
You beg for your life in vain,
Wait.
wretch.
Hail, I'm told the priestess is ready.
Accept your fate.
Wait, does the king's magic only protect
not
you from
getting out
fatal
either
attacks? That's
way.
kind of dumb. That's okay.
What do we do now?
It seems the brothers have fled. Perhaps they've gone to report to Neros.
I doubt it. Those thugs are here for the lance alone. They care nothing for us.
We can work with that. Can't return without the lance anyway. But I'd rather see if we can
Gotta do a
work
jailbreak
ourselves
before
out
we-
instead of counting on them to save us.
By the way, anyone else find it strange that they recognized a candidate at a glance? I wasn't expecting news to travel this far.
Probably my fault, I'm afraid. They had a lot of questions, and they weren't gentle.
Familiar
about
voice.
asking.
Who this? Oh!
Well, fancy meeting you
It's-
here.
Okay.
You're that Sanctus crier.
I was hoping the word of the Crown Theocracy might be worth something here. Turns out,
The Crown
they prefer
Theocracy has been
chains.
oppressing them.
Questions?
Yeah, they're probably not
But
super
why
happy
are
about
you
it.
here?
Why else? I heard some helpless,
Ah.
boneheaded twit of a candidate.
He's gonna help
crossed
you
the
out. Maybe
waters
you
to
are a
Verda
social
Island,
link after
so
all,
I
Batlin.
naturally had to follow. I'd thought stowing away on that Mustari candidate ship might get me safely on the island, and, well,
And now who's the helpless twit? This is ridiculous. Why would a crier go to such lengths anyway?
seemed as good an opportunity as any. I wanted a peek behind the Sanctus curtain, see what the truth really
Ah,
is.
you doubting.
For now,
We may as well be patient. You'll have your opening soon enough. The people here, well, you'll find they aren't as monolithic as they'd like.
Oh, they got a cool statue.
Have you heard? The Sanctus Church has ordered its adherents to seize all divine relics.
Those zealots go too far. Surely this must be the reason for the Dragon God's wrath.
So these guys worship the Dragon God. Oh, and Denny.
Remain calm.
Oh, this is what he looks like without the helmet.
Trespassers upon our island from ships other than the trade vessels, but we have already captured them. Reportedly, one is a candidate, and one is a crier from the Sanctus Church. They seek Dracodios.
This is like freaking Breath of Fire. They worship the Dragon God.
Until now, the Church has hesitated to intrude in our homeland. We can only assume they are making their move.
I knew it. They think they're untouchable. No offense is beneath them.
That damned Borden. He's not just after our relics. He would silence us forever.
Master Adeni, put them to
wow, death penalty or immediately.
Wait, our captives have done nothing to hurt any of the
Breath of Fire is a fun game. I mean, they haven't had a new one in forever.
Our dearest beliefs, then they deserve only to be sacrificed.
I'm surprised they did an expansion for it in Tepid.
Infested with grotesque horrors, and now even our fields lie dead.
But you're gonna blame me for your for your farms being shit?
Survive his wrath. It has been our way since time immemorial. When disaster strikes, we offer a sacrifice to the Dragon God that he might ease our woes. It is the most basic of our teachings.
Everyone calm down. All this talk of justice, of sacrifice.
Master Adeni, would you see
oh, console. My PC is pretty old, so I'm like, I'm kind of reluctant to chase
your rightful home. Surely you have accepted that our traditions
Alright, maybe these guys are way too stuck in their old ways.
Because you faltered in your faith to the Dragon God.
Wow, why are you lecturing your king?
I will have silence.
Master Adeni, please, the sacrifice. We cannot simply suffer in silence.
My brother, do not fear.
Ah.
I have just purified myself for the spring.
Oh, okay. This is a very Japanese myth thing, where the sacrificing shrine maidens to the dragon. Yeah, they have some myths about that.
Would be as an offering to the Dragon God. Indeed, it brings me great pride. I can serve.
Wow, it makes these villagers. I have a PS5, and wow, it makes these villagers look even worse. That they're like, oh, we gotta sacrifice this shrine maiden.
Oh, bless you, Priestess Yufa. We will not forget your sacrifice.
This will surely appease the Dragon God. You are our
last
hope.
Until you find out it doesn't, and it's like, oh, well, maybe you're. Maybe it was just a shit year for the harvest, and then you just killed someone for no reason.
Where Dracodios rests.
You catch that? The Dragon Temple. Sounds like that's where we'll find our lads.
I did a bit of reading on Verga Island once. Army reports say it's surrounded by an archipelago, otherwise uninhabited. And one of them islands is nothing but a massive temple.
Not another soul on them. Strange lot, these pagans. Gotta be bloody stupid to build your big important temple out where nobody can get to it.
No, talking shit about their temple.
Or maybe they weren't the ones who built it. Either way, we'll need a ship.
Sounds like we better hurry and bail our new crewmates.
Hey, it's nice days. They actually want to help us out here.
Less guards on duty. Ugh. Come on, Del. We can't leave him high and dry. The fair lady Juna likes him, don't she?
And the fair lady's the only one we have to rescue.
Awful cold.
I heard good things about Silent Hill 2, the Silent Hill 2 remake. I heard there are performance issues though.
You want to work together? Then let me do the thinking, right? I've got all this under control. Oh.
Hey, Del, you're not still hurting from the sea battle, are you?
I'm fine. We'll wait till nightfall. Shadowy business.
Work? Hey, man. Damn, this is taking way longer than I
Lady
expected.
Juna.
I thought we were just gonna hang out at the village, but nope.
Let's get
This ain't
those
happening.
bindings off. Easy does it now.
I think I didn't even. Oh.
Calm down, you amateurs.
I guess there's a hole up top, and they they rappelled
I'd
down.
hoped you'd come back for us.
We know where the lance is. Let's move.
Wait, aren't you going to untie the others?
We're your bodyguards, not theirs.
What? Since when do you follow orders to the letter?
I've already told you we can't trust these people, and now it's clear we can't even trust them to protect you.
It's a very
You did a fine
insecure
enough job
jail
saving
cell.
your life out
It
at
was like a
sea.
giant hole
Del.
on the top.
He's one of us now. Lord Luis gave him direct personal orders, and you'd still leave him to die. I promised Lord Luis I'd keep an eye on him too. If you get him killed, I'm the one who's failed.
What are we gonna do with
Here.
Batland?
3 appropriately stealthy cheers for cooperation. And I'd be very much obliged if some generous spirit could get me untied too.
Ugh. Better to let a church leech rot. You're annoying, and you talk too much.
Haha, yeah, I get that a lot. Funny thing though, I get more chatty the more distress I'm in, and I'm quite beside myself here.
We could just shut him up permanently.
No, Del. We don't want to leave a mess. If things get dicey, we've got some meat shields at the least, eh? Gonna need all the manpower we can get if we want that lance.
Is the lance somewhere dangerous?
Well, about that. Turns out this dragon god might be a bit more.
Be
real
interesting
than
if we actually had to
thought.
fight a dragon.
And more
There was
bent
a
out of
dragon
shape.
in the beginning.
They're sacrificing
In
some
that
village last year,
mine,
and the
but
crowd was scared stiff.
come to think of it,
besides.
yeah, maybe we should go back and
rule
fight
out that
that
this
thing.
dragon's more than a folktale.
So we're to face a dragon? Well, that's just lovely. Untie everyone.
She's
this
super
instant.
into fighting
Or
that
do you
dragon.
fancy better chances with fewer swords?
Oh, fine, I get it. Just give me a second. Oi, kid. Don't make me regret this.
We make such a great team.
Nice to be back on the team.
You're completely mental, you know that. Just don't drag us down. Fine, just get over here
Kind of
and I'll let you
like
loose.
okay, so the dialogue is not exactly what you say.
You're going
It's
last.
like which game had that problem? Why do it Fallout or Dragon Age?
Considering the size of the island, there's only the one settlement. The chief's young too, goes by Edeni or something.
Edeni?
Are we gonna become
Was
friends
he
with
not the
Edeni and then
Mastari
like
candidate we met before? I'd no idea he was this island's ruler.
then it's
He
gonna
and the
turn into a
sacrificial
town?
maiden are headed for the temple on one of the deserted islands. That's where we find the lance. Oh, and the girl marked for death is his sister.
What does that
His own
remind me
sister.
of?
Something about
Oh, the
appeasing
short story,
dragon
The
god's
Lottery,
anger.
if anyone's ever
All
read
these
that
islanders
for
worship it, and they say the calamities
it's a nice
come
short
from
story.
fear.
If anyone's ever read that.
Is that true?
Course not. Just don't know whether all this superstition is rooted around an actual dragon or a made-up one.
Fair
I'm almost
point.
outta here.
I'm curious about this Draco
Let's
Dios
see.
being a divine relic myself. If it was found in that temple, then the temple's probably an ancient ruin. Might be the perfect den for a dragon.
Should this creature exist, mortal sacrifice
Are
is beyond
dragons
all
immortal?
reason.
I don't know, not in this
No
universe.
torment is worth taking an innocent life for.
Oh, that's rich from a fallen knight. You think nobody makes sacrifices out there in the real world? Or is all that below you, eh? You ask me, I say at least these people are doing what needs to be done.
Huh, fair enough. Though it would seem beyond the pale, it is not our scale of morality that
Is
measures.
this some like we gotta
Yet-
respect all the cultures, even if it
Yet I
involves human
refuse to stand
sacrifice?
idly by while innocent lives are at stake.
Who cares about what they do with their lives? We're here for the lance. Got enough problems without you trying to fix theirs.
These people offer up their very lives for peace. They'd only ever told me these lands were wild and uncivilized, but it's like seeing sanctism reflected in a mirror.
We'll get the spear, of course, but we won't let anyone die. That should be good enough. We've been saying it since the beginning. We help anyone in need, no exceptions. Right, my friend?
Yeah, of course.
Gotta go the good
That's
guy
it, is it?
route.
Indeed. 'Tis the path we've chosen. Let us withdraw to the Sea Runner first. It shall bear us across the waters to this temple island.
Is there another traveling section?
Go on, give them a chance.
Oh. What happened to you, buddy?
Please, help my sister.
You, buddy. Oh, I put the helmet back on. The giant rook helmet.
Please help my sister Yufa. The temple full of Makla.
Pull yourself together, man.
Okay,
he's barely breathing.
Did he just say Magla? I wonder what happened.
Probably some shit happened at the temple.
We need to get him to the Gauntlet Runner. No, tis too deep a wound for its capabilities. To the village, then.
What? Are you mad? You just broke yourselves out of that damn place.
We cannot leave him to die.
I don't understand you lot.
No, this could work out for us. He's the island's chief, right? If we save his life, the whole village might come around on us.
That's how we get rid of the
We
hostility.
already know where the lance is. All we have to do now is take it.
And how about this? I'll follow him because I'm assigned to keep an eye on him. And you have to keep an eye on me because you're my bodyguards, right?
Fine. Be my guest. But if it comes down to you or the lance, you know I'll have to take the lance. Whatever happens, I can't trust anyone but my family. And my Lord Luis.
Well, Batlin, looks like you'll have to repay the favor a bit earlier than expected. Go tell Neurus what's going on. To be honest,
is there a freaking autosave
possible
at
we
the
won't
end
make
of
it back.
this?
Getting a bit messy, this. Not that I mind. Consider the favor returned. The Gauntlet Runner's just further down, right?
Right. We'll carry this man back to the village. Give me a hand.
Wow, this section's really going.
Where am I?
Chief!
I'm still alive.
You're in one of my spare rooms at the inn.
You see, these people brought you here.
Wonders never cease. It's you. But you were being hunted. How did you manage to return safely? 2 of my companions acted as decoys to draw the soldiers away. That was all it took for us to sneak in.
Chief, what happened? Where is your sister?
We made it to the temple, but the air was thick with Magla. Some of the island's beasts have turned feral.
You mean the melancholia set in?
They made short work of our guards. Yufa and I were separated. I was the only one who fled to the sea.
My word. Then we need to gather more troops. If we don't act, the ritual...
No. Our soldiers cannot stand against those horrors. We'd only be sending
Our
more
soldiers
to their death.
suck.
But...
Then we can do the honors. We've our own reasons to see the lance. And such monsters do not frighten us.
Alright, I guess we're gonna do him the favor, and then he lets us hang out in town or whatever.
What would you have us do with her? Are we ensuring you complete the sacrificial ritual? Or are we bringing her back?
Please, bring her home. When we left for the Temple Island, I'd intended to let Yufa escape. But when I saw no fear or hesitation in her eyes, I faltered. That's when I realized. It's not just the fate of the island that we've placed on her shoulders. She's been trying to bear all our fears and anxieties. Her life is in your hands. Even if her sacrifice would save us, I don't care. Please, save her from the curse we've placed on her.
Well said. Spoken like a true leader. Leave it to us. I pledge we will see her safely returned. You've no objections, I trust, Captain?
Yes.
Right.
Right. We'll save your sister.
Oh.
In return, though, would you be willing to lend us Dracodios? So be it.
What? That is the very symbol of our faith.
If they've the strength to overcome the Temple's trials, then they could have already taken the lance for themselves. Yet still they seek permission. I trust them. It seems like they really do.
Alright, we
believe in what
passed
they
the
say.
test of character.
They're not like us. They're outsiders.
It doesn't matter what tribe they are. They are people just like us.
No, he's coming around real
Race
quick.
on the mainland taught me anything. It's that.
Wait, it'll take more than a day to save her, right? Not to be morbid, but will your sister survive that long?
She knows those halls better than I do. If she's found a safe enough chamber, she can stay out of sight. And I made sure to bring food to the temple when we left. She could survive for even 4 weeks. Yufa is a priestess. She knows her life is too valuable to the ritual not to keep going. Your offenses will be pardoned. Anything you need, I'll try to provide. So please, save Yufa.
Is she or he gonna join our team? That's the real question.
Well, glad we talked our way out of being thrown back in a cell.
To be free of the bugs is its own comfort.
Wait, weren't you Royalhaven? What kind of rundown hovels do you board in?
Finally, we may come and go as we please. Even if we must bow to Luis's whim, we need not draw the same ire.
I know, right? But lifting the prince's curse will only be the beginning. The public has to recognize him as the rightful king too.
Considering the road ahead, it might do to help as many people as we can while we hunt the lance. And ideally, keep the other candidates in check too.
All done with negotiations, are you?
I don't know what we'd do without you. It's amazing how you can lead those guards on such a long chase and turn up none the worse for wear.
No one alive can catch a couple of platypus lads in the woods.
Our job's to get the lance. I assume that hasn't changed?
Well, coincidentally, all our motives align. Getting a lance, saving the lady.
Well then, let's lay out. Our destination is the Dragon Temple, built on a near... And while we're in there...
The hell we will. I thought we made it clear
Yeah, we can get her
were
along the
here
way.
for the lance.
According to
It's gonna make it
Edeni,
easier,
the lance's actual place in the temple is a close guarded secret, known only to the priestess herself.
Never simple, is it?
We've got 2 problems to worry about. Firstly, by now, the temple's positively awash with melancholia. We should expect monsters, and lots of them. And secondly, there is a possibility that this dragon god of theirs is an actual living, and therefore angry, dragon.
Hope we don't have a battle like that ahead of us. But we'd better make sure
Maybe I'll
we
do
don't
some
lose if
off-screen
we do.
grinding.
And be quick about it,
It
yeah?
depends. There might be
If you
some
miss your
side quests
deadline,
too.
Lord Luis
Every
will
other
assume
area
you're
had
all
side
traitors.
quests, so who knows?
That puts our deadline in...
17 days.
17 days.
2 weeks.
Beyond that, we can't
2.5
say if the
weeks.
priestess would survive.
Your pardon? You all, Yes, I know. You're exactly right.
So they're not,
But
they
you have to
weren't all
understand,
unanimous.
Not everyone here wanted sacrifice. To see a girl her age going willingly to die. She's as young as my own child. It's not right. So please.
We will see the girl safely home. You have our word.
Tis a strange irony. We came only for the lance, but even that pursuit has earned us a chance to save a life.
Hardly familiar. You sought me intent on capture, and instead convinced me to join you. You have a knack for opening doors others have closed.
Well, let's get some rest for tomorrow. Getting lost in the wild and captured by soldiers really takes it out of you.
Alright, are we finally saving?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Can we finally save? Maybe I'll do another session. I don't know. I had to play some more Street Fighter. It's really annoying. You need to have PS Plus just to play Street Fighter Online. It's a brand new area. How big is it? Oh man. Oh, there's a lot. All right, we'll save and we'll